week is going to be absolutely massive. There are earnings all across the board, and every chart setup looks the exact same, so it's either make or break right here. The stock market is really on a key level right now, so I want to tune into the S&P 500 right off the bat because I think that there's room up. I think short term we're bullish because we broke this mini wedge right here. I'll draw this little mini wedge from this high point all the way down to here, and then obviously here was like a nice little wedge from the bottom. So after we had this little test here, it broke right off of this. So let me delete these two real quick. And I'm looking exactly right at this 375 level. And if I zoom in on the 5 minute, it looks like futures market is sitting right there at that 375. So we had a little bit more of a push up after hours on Friday. And I'm looking at that level as a key point because this is where it got rejected last time, right at this 375.50. And that's where we're sitting at right now. So if 375.50 can be broke, I think that we're going to retest this 380 mark. I think 380 mark is probably one of the most massive points we're going to get. And I think we could get that pretty early. Since we broke this downtrend on this little wedge, I'm looking for this daily chart wedge test. So nice downtrend, got rejected right here, this 411 price. Now I think we can get tested right around this 380 mark, which would be the exact test of that downtrend. And if we break that, with Apple and Amazon reporting earnings this week on top of literally every other company in the world, we could see some real bullish movement. So I really think that we could break this 375, and with any bullish movement starting out, I think we can see this 380. From there, it gets a little rocky because of earnings reports. So I want to take a look at the QQQ for you real quick. They had a downtrend as well in the daily chart, and they just broke out of it. So this looks like it has a ton of room up to this 280 mark as well. And then we could get up to this 283 to the top of this Bollinger Band from this little gap that we had way back in September. So this might have room up to 280. I'm looking at 380 on the SPY as a test. We have so many earnings, like I said, and one of those that I want to point out to you is Apple. Apple also just broke its daily downtrend, and it looks pretty bullish. It looks like it has some nice room up to this 150 mark, and I'm even seeing something up to 153. And then there is a gap up here if it gets all the way up to 157. I don't know if it will, but from 157, there's a gap from 157 to 159.50. And on Apple, you know that pays well, and that comes all the way from back in July of 2021. So, 2022, sorry. So that was quite a while ago that we saw that, but it did just break this downtrend that Apple was in. Saw a nice strong reversal, a little bit of a pullback, and now we're breaking downtrend here. And looks like there is some room up to this 200 EMA up to 153. So I'm really paying attention to Apple. Also, Amazon is the same setup. Every chart looks the same right now. Not as much room up from this downtrend right here at 120, but if it breaks that, it does have some room to squeeze up. All depends on how earnings report. And we have huge core PCE data on Friday. We also have consumer sentiment data coming out on Tuesday as well. So there's some pretty key data sets to pay attention to this week coming out on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So be careful of those. Make sure you know what those are coming out as. And yeah, my biggest play right here is this 375 level on the S&P 500. Maybe that move up to 380. And then if we break this downtrend and earnings are good, we could see a short-term rally. I'm not saying that that's the bottom, but I think the economy is still screwed. But short-term, it looks like we have a lot of buyers at this level. So let's wait and see. 380. Hopefully we get that and make some good money. So hope that helps, and let me know if you need me.